Okay guys, here's the thing. Let's say you wanna create website where you will put C++ tutorials. Okay, just assumption for testing purposes. So how you're going to do that? Can you type here code and it will be instantly presented like normally on a screen? Well, let's do something like that. You can go to Google and type C++ hello world example, or if you have a couple of minutes more, you can just retype this code in HTML editor you're using. So whatever you choose, let's fix those alignments. And now you will say, okay, I have a code on a screen, let's refresh that and everything will be done in a split of a second. Well, in reality, you have mess. Very bad and not usable mess. So some people will say, no problem, I'm gonna just enclose this section in a code tag. We need to open it and also we need to close it down there. So let's do that. Like a slash and code, and now we will have nicer font, but still pretty much not usable result. So that's obviously messed up. So in these cases we must use preformatted code or text, call it whatever you like. Anyway, the tag will be pre, and we must open it and also close it, and now partially the things will be done. See? Cool stuff. And some people are asking, well, can I have these lines, tags on the same line? Well, sure, you can have it if you like it. So no problems about that. But the result will be pretty much same, because HTML doesn't care about that, how you use this code. It's just that their order is important. Okay, guys? So careful observers and C++ programmers will say, dude, you're lacking something here. And they're right. I'm lacking IO stream with arrows. So why is that the case? Well, it's because, let me just grab a water a little bit. It is because whatever you type here, even in code section with left and right arrows, your poor browser will think that it's not updated and it is not recognizing new HTML tag, like from new standard. So that will be pretty much the case, because in reality, on your page, you actually have that like in a background. So let's check that and see, we have IO stream. So in those cases, what you need to do is just substitute these left and right arrows with corresponding less than or greater than representations. So let me just type that thing, it's easier to understand. So use ampersand and less than, obviously, for left arrow. And now the thing will be on a screen. See? But it's very nice to do this job to the end. So also substitute right arrow with ampersand and greater than and semicolon. Don't forget semicolon. And now the thing will be pretty much correct, because you actually, when refresh page, have that greater than in the background. Okay, so that's how you solve the code of any programming language that do have those left and right arrows on the sides. Now you're probably asking, well, what about those two left arrows? What about them? Well, you don't have anything on the right side, okay guys? So it's not recognized as possible HTML tag by browser, okay? So that's why. But the moment when you type one, what's gonna happen? Well, that, and if you type another one, what's gonna happen? Well, you have it on the screen. But the moment when you have just one of these and you don't have semicolon, then the result will be pretty much that. So if you remove quotes, then this will look like, and if you have concatenation, this will look like as some HTML tag, and now it will disappear from the screen. See, that's what I'm talking about. So yeah, you need to be pretty much careful and experiment a little bit, I confess. So let me refresh that. And now you're probably wondering, well, what about the list of those things that I can substitute? I mean, are there any tables on the internet? Well, yes, you can just go to Google and type ASCII tables, and probably you're gonna land at this website, which is kind of very old but very awesome. And here, if you wanna have on a screen something which is in red, okay, you can just type it and hopefully everything will be done for you. But if you run into some kind of errors, like you don't see it on page, then you can use HTML values, like representations of those characters. So let's say you wanna have plus, okay, in this code for some reason. Who cares? We're just experimenting. Now everything will be done, okay? But what if you don't have it? We're just talking about plus, but you can type any kind of weird symbol here. So if you don't have it, then what you need to do is just find HTML value, which is ampersand hash and 43 and a semicolon. So let's do that. Ampersand hash, what was it? 43. My memory is bad, and a semicolon, and now you will also have it on the screen. And when you refresh that and go to view page source, there you go, you really have that thing. And if you change that to previous thing plus, then you will have that immediately. Of course, if you save your code first. See, there you go. So moral of the story, if you ever run into that mess where you don't see something, find those ASCII tables on internet where you have a very nice representation about individual characters in red, in this case of ASCIItable.com, and somewhere around here you have things, HTML values that you need to put here to get on your website those things. If you have problems with typing these red things, okay, because this is a thing you pay attention to. Sometimes the things will work and sometimes not. So it is important to know that you have these options all over the place on internet. Don't worry, don't scream if you run into these kind of problems. Anyway guys, thank you for watching. Thank you ASCIItable.com for having this very nice representation. And yep guys, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching and see you next one.